Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring the thoughts of author Ron W Rathbun, specifically on living a more fulfilling life.
Yeah, and we've pulled together some key ideas, some quotes for listeners looking for those deep insights.
Exactly. Focusing on, the power of the mind, being true to yourself.
Our goal is basically to distill his views on navigating life and finding more inner peace.
We've got direct quotes, and we'll touch on his ideas about journaling and Kelee meditation.
Right. So first up, he says, quote, "Ponder your thoughts in your mind, because everything in your mind ends up being how you feel in life."
Wow, that's direct. So thoughts literally become feelings.
Pretty much. He's drawing a straight line there. Your thoughts are like the blueprint for your emotional state. Understanding them gives you leverage.
And he also talks about mental clarity. Something about it dissipating the darkness of mental confusion known as compartments. What's that about?
Yeah, it's an interesting image, isn't it? Think of it like a cluttered mind, mental boxes. He suggests that getting clear dissolves these barriers, these compartments. It leads to less confusion, less internal conflict.
So clearing the clutter helps you see yourself more whole.
Exactly. It fosters a more integrated understanding, accepting all the different parts.
Right. That makes sense. And he also talks about authenticity, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. There are several quotes on that. Like, if we could always be ourselves, life would be so much better. Simple, but powerful.
And it's only when we are not ourselves that we feel troubled.
Yes. He directly links feeling bad to not being authentic, and then asks, why would you want to be other than yourself?
When in reality, you can only be you. And yes, it is your choice. Puts the power right back on the individual.
Completely. It's like saying authenticity isn't just nice, it's essential for well-being. Trying to be someone else just creates friction.
Then there's the shift to being present. He says the whole key to life is being present. Why is that so key for him?
So you're not dealing with your past misfortune again today. That's the second part.
Okay.
So it's about breaking cycles, right? If you're fully here, you're not dragging yesterday's baggage into today's experience.
Letting go of the past's grip.
Definitely.
And what about inner guidance? He talks about the heart.
Yes, quotes like, "Never be so distracted by others that you don't live your own life." A call to focus inward.
And your heart is your most precious gift because all emotion flows through it via your spirit. Quite profound.
It is. And he connects it to self-perception. The way to your heart is how you feel about you. So self-acceptance is key.
Right. And valuing your own feelings. If you like something yourself, you do not interfere with it.
Sort of like allowing your genuine inclinations, yeah. Trusting that inner sense of what feels right for you.
Okay, now this part's really interesting. Safety through detachment. He says, we only feel safe when we feel free from fear.
This is why learning the art of detachment is so important. That's the connection he makes.
Detachment leading to safety. How does that work?
Well, the idea is that clinging, fearing loss, that actually creates anxiety. It makes you feel less safe. So detachment, in his view, isn't about not caring. It's about releasing the need to control outcomes, releasing the fear, focusing inward.
So by letting go of the fear, you find a kind of inherent security, less vulnerable to the external.
That seems to be the core idea, finding safety within, independent of external circumstances.
And this is where Kelee meditation fits in as a tool for this.
Exactly. He positions it as a practice to help cultivate this detachment, free oneself from fear, and connect with that inner safety.
And the journaling, too. Recording thoughts.
Yeah. He encourages journaling interesting thoughts. It ties back to self-reflection, understanding yourself, your fears, what makes you tick, being interested in your own life.
The big takeaways from Rathbun seem to be the huge power our thoughts hold.
Definitely. And the absolute necessity of being authentic, being true to yourself.
Right. Plus the freedom that comes from being present, really in the moment.
Listening to your heart, that inner guidance, valuing how you feel about yourself.
And finally, this idea of finding safety through detachment, using tools like his meditation or just simple journaling.
Precisely. It's really a strong call to look inward for, a more peaceful and fulfilling life. So it's like we're shifting from our heads to our hearts.
Exactly. From thinking to feeling.
And that's where the detachment starts to happen.
Yes. So a final thought for you, the learner. Maybe consider one area in your life. Is there somewhere you feel a bit disconnected? Or maybe held back by fear?
Yeah.
How might applying just one of these ideas, maybe paying more attention to your thoughts or exploring the art of detachment, how might that shift things for you? Definitely something to ponder.